For us to be able to make a really good card for you, we have to have it right from the beginning, and that means getting the artwork right. So it needs to be submitted correctly. And a lot of the work that we do, the artwork comes from studios who do it professionally all the time. But for those clients who don't have that facility, or can't afford that, or don't want to go that way, if you've got something of your own that you want us to print, it has to come through our studio, and Richard will sort this out for you. I mean, he is now running the studio, although he was just an apprentice when he first came to us, is that right?
Yep.
And he studied at the Plymouth College of Art and Design. He was Design Apprentice of the Year in 1 year, weren't you? And in Modern Apprentice of the Year. So he's been rewarded by being put in charge of our studio, and everyone gets on with Richard. If you have any artwork problems, you just speak to Richard. Now, we still get a few little niggling problems when people submit their own artwork, don't we, Richard?
Yes.
And what's the biggest problem you have?
Different versions of software. Yeah, we get problems with, and fonts. Matching the fonts to what we have on our systems.
We do have a lot of fonts, though, don't we?
We have over 1,000 fonts, I believe.
So does it happen very often?
It can do. There's ways we can get around it. We can either download the fonts or teach you how to convert the fonts so they're usable for us.
So we usually have a solution for the customer.
Yeah.
So what would you prefer the artwork to come in? What format would you prefer it to be in?
Usually an EPS is good.
Right.
If it's in the right format that we can access it from CS2.
Right.
And maybe a PDF just to back it up as a visual.
Yeah, I can see, because I don't do this anymore, you know, this was 25 years ago, it was Letraset on a drawing board. I don't understand it like many of the customers probably don't understand it. So they send something in that looks perfectly okay on the screen, and then you have to say to them, well, we can't use this. So
No, yeah, I can usually sort it out.
you can sort it out.
Problems, yeah, and solutions.
That's good. And so once the artwork is sorted out and the customer's happy that they're going to get what they want, what do you have to do with it? Explain to us what the next stage is.
Make the artwork ready for either digital print or screen print.
What's the main difference for you when you're preparing this artwork to be printed with the different print methods?
For screen print, I have to make films, each colour separate, and when it goes digital, it goes straight from the computer to the press to Steve to print.
Yeah, and that's really made our lives completely different, hasn't it? This digital print.
It's a lot more easier,
Yeah.
a lot more quicker.
It is so quick, isn't it?
That's
You know, that we can just send it straight from here to the machine and then just print it.
Yeah.
I mean, whereas with the screen printing, it's quite a long process, isn't it? You have to make the films, develop them, you have to make the screens from that, and it takes a long time to set the machine up, although we can't avoid it, can we, sometimes?
No, so sometimes it's an easier option.
Yes, if we have these solid colours.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one job that's just come off the press, which we have to actually put screen prints on the top of digital print.
Yeah.
Because it didn't come out very well.
Another thing is if it's got to be metallic colours, just for screen
yes,
print.
absolutely.
Can't digitally print in metallic colours.
No. I mean, I'm sure it'll come one day, but not at the moment. So there it is. You know, we will find the best way possible to produce your cards. This is the first stage, and there's nothing about plastic card production that Richard doesn't know, because you've worked in every area of the factory, haven't you? And having that knowledge means that Richard can guide you as to the best way to print your cards.